Welcome back to the Sanders Kitchen. Well, today we've got something really special. We said we were going to make some nice soups with the weather getting cold, and we did post one for our delicious Italian wedding soup. But before I do the other soups, I thought something that would be great is to show you how to make a delicious, nice, crusty loaf of bread. Now, this is under 2 hours, if you can believe that or not. This is super easy. Anybody can do it. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. But I first wanted to tell you that this morning something kind of strange happened, but all things are, you know how they are. I have an app on my phone that gives me a Bible verse every day. And this morning what popped up, Matthew chapter 6 verse 11, is give us this day our daily bread. And I was like, okay, Matthew, thanks, because that's what we were going to do today anyway. So let me show you how to get started. Okay, this recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. I use bread flour, but I've also used all-purpose flour. Whatever you have, it doesn't matter. It comes out the same. So one thing you have to remember is when you're using your flour, it's usually either sitting down in a bag or you have it and it's usually compacted. So you always want to aerate your flour. So they have sifters and everything, but I just put it in a bowl and just use a little spoon and just kind of fluff it up a little bit. And then you go ahead and measure. So let's get started with that. We're going to go ahead and use 3 cups of the flour in my pretty little bowl. Oop, that made a little mess. 2. 3. There's your flour. You're not going to believe how easy this is. We're going to go ahead and add our yeast, 2 teaspoons of yeast, a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to use 1.5 cups of water. You want the water to be warm. It can be warm tap water. You don't want it over 130 degrees because you don't want to kill your yeast. It's kind of funny. If the water's too cold, your yeast won't work, but if it's too hot, then you kill it. So you just go ahead and pour the water in. We're going to mix it up. This is probably, other than a little bit of waiting time, this is probably what takes the longest, and it's really not hard. You're just going to make a nice soft dough. And after it all comes together, all we're going to do is cover it with some plastic wrap, and it's going to rest for an hour. Now, they tell you can just let it rest on your kitchen counter if you like. This doesn't have to have like a hot spot. But what I do, it's a rough dough, as you can see. It's a rough dough. Put that like that. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up with a little plastic wrap. And this is going to have to sit for an hour. So let me give you a tip. What I do is I take a measuring cup with some water in it. I put it in my microwave for 3 to 4 minutes. And then when it's done, I take it out. And then you just go ahead and put your bread in the microwave. And it's a nice, warm, moist environment for your bread to rise. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the microwave. Don't turn your microwave on, though. It's good like it is. And we'll be back in an hour. Our dough's out of the microwave. And it did puff up nice. So what we have to do is turn it out onto a floured surface. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just a little bit of flour. Just wipe it all around because it is kind of sticky. So we'll take our dough and come on. Just a little bit left. All right. And then we're going to take a little bit of flour and sprinkle it on the top. And this is so easy, I'm telling you. All you have, this isn't like a knead for hours and all that. You just take your little scraper and you're just going to turn it maybe 10 to 12 times. So I don't want to lose count. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you're going to form it into a little ball. And then you're going to put it into a parchment lined bowl. And I do this ahead of time because if not, the paper goes straight and it drives you kind of crazy. So what we're going to do is do this, and I'm going to just put this in the bowl. Just like that. Easy, easy. We're going to cover it with a towel and set it aside for about 15 minutes. But in the meantime, what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. And you're going to put a nice Dutch oven with a lid, something that has a handle that can withstand 450 degrees. So I'm going to preheat the oven right now, and this is going to sit, my oven preheats pretty quickly, so 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to transfer this into the bowl. So the whole the whole Dutch oven with the lid is going right now into the oven to preheat for about 15 minutes. So when that's done, we'll be back and we'll go ahead and put the bread in the oven. Hey, we're back. I just took my Dutch oven out of the 450 degree oven. It's very hot, so be careful. Now this is very, very, very simple. We're gonna just put this on the side for right now, and it's hot. So this is what our bread looks like. And the whole thing, parchment paper and everything. It's gonna go in here. And you're gonna remember to use your mitt. I'm gonna put the lid on. We're gonna put it back in the oven for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna show you how good your bread looks. Okay, the bread is out for the first 30 minutes. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's beautiful. So right now, we take the lid off. Make sure you use your mitts because it's 450 degrees. And you're gonna use a little spatula or whatever to get your bread out. You're gonna remove the parchment paper, put the bread back in, and then we're gonna stick this back in for another 10 minutes to crust up the top. And you're gonna see how beautiful it is. See you in a bit. Wait till you see how beautiful this bread is. It came out of the oven and it is nice. Oh, it's nice and toasty. Put it on the cutting board, and you gotta listen to this. It's crusty, and it's gonna be so beautiful, but we can't eat it yet because it's way, way too hot. So we're gonna let it cool down for a little bit, and then I have some nice butter we're gonna put on it. We're gonna give it a taste. Okay, our bread has cooled off for a little bit, and now we're going to go in for the taste test. So I just want you to listen. Oh, you heard that? And it smells wonderful.
What kind of knife is that?
We're using a nice serrated knife to get it cut down. It's still very hot. So, ooh, look at that. And it smells so good. So now we're going to go with the best part of all, some nice butter. Oop. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Who doesn't like bread and butter, right? Now I want you to hear this. If you can hear it, I know you can. Well, another winner. This is so good. I just want to tell you something that's funny. I would take this loaf, and the way I'd go around and cut all the crust all around the edges because I like the crispy parts. But anyway, it's so delicious. It smells so good. And all the soups that we'll be posting for our videos, this bread is thumbs up to go with all the soups. So if you like this, give it a try. It's very, very easy. You can't believe how easy it is. Mike and I want to thank you for tuning into our channel again tonight. And if you like the recipes that we do, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe to our channel. And also hit the notification button, and that way you see all the videos that we come up with every week. We will be having all kind of delicious new recipes for you. So have a great night, and God bless.